Hi guys, David here, Chubby. Hi, today's video what I'm going to look at, well, first thing to say, welcome to a very cold, freezing March morning. So I've got to get this done before the snow comes next week. Here we are, and what I'm going to do is show you the refurbishment of an alternator. 9 times out of 10, when your battery goes flat, they say it's the alternator. We buy new alternators. Most of the time, which I'm going to show you, 9 times out of 10, what it normally is, let me show you, is normally it's the regulator's gone, which is this bit here. When they refurbish these, and they strip it apart, you can see this one, it's absolutely caked in oil and everything, so it's gone. I can't really change the regulator, put it back in. I've got to clean it all out. Any oil in there, it'll set fire. So what they will do, there's a bearing in the shaft that goes all the way through. So we'll move it around. Fan belt goes on there, turns it. There's a bearing in the front, and a bearing in the back. And what they normally do is change the bearings if they need changing, and change the regulator. Because in here, there's two copper bushes. There's just two of them like that, and they move in and out of they're on a spring loaded. So as they wear, they come out, and eventually they wear with an hole. I'll show you when I take this off. And it's not making contact with the rotor, so you're not getting an electric charge to charge your battery. So what I've done, I've had to order a new one. But I could touch this one a bit, this one's a bit cleaner. I've ordered a brand new one, but my regulator here, it's a different electrical point. Now I've ordered this for my breakdown truck. I've got a breakdown truck that's broken down. It's the Vauxhall Motor Nova, and I've got the alternator up in a sale, £123. That's what I do. I put my registration in. There's about 2 different alternators, 3, because most manufacturers use all the same kinds. They can't have different ones, but the electrical point's different. Now they haven't got another one, so what I had to do is I took the serial code from the old one, just there. It's a serial code, you can't quite see it there. I cleaned it up, it's a Bosch. Cleaned it up, put it onto the internet with the serial code, alternator regulator with the serial code. Came up, checked on the pictures that I've got the correct electrical point, and it comes in a nice little box like that, and that's the correct. You can see now with that one, that's the correct electrical point, the square. Where that one is a bigger and oblong sort of shape. So I'm going to pause it at this now. What I will do with the new one, I'll undo these 2 nuts, undo this Phillips screw here, I'll take that cap end off, and it'll give me 3 screws to get to the regulator. And I'll do it in stages and show you that. Obviously I'm going to need 2 hands, and I'll take the old one off and I'll show you the bushes in that. So I'm going to just pause this. I'll loosen some of this off and I'll show you. Oh, actually I won't be able to do it. Oh, I've got a nice little tripod here. Let me just try and see if I can do it like that. It's been a lovely cold March morning. I'm putting gloves on. I'm wrapped up, trust me. I've got thermals on and everything. I'm all wrapped up, get my gloves on. And hopefully I can show you so. I've got 2 gloves because this is oily. Well, I've loosened this bit off here. I think you can see the nut. I took the nut off there. I'm keeping the old nut there. There's the old nut. I'm going to keep that. I'll show you a trick to keep with that. Right, now what I am going to do, I think you see, I'm going to do Phillips screwdriver. I've loosened them off already to start to make the video quicker, because trust me, it is freezing cold here. Now that's the cap top coming off, and there you go. We've taken that top off there, and what you see here is your regulator, which is this one here. Just this bit here that's got to come off. So 1, 2, 3 screws, and that should be it. So bear with me, I'll try and do that all in picture. That one come undone. So I've had this off once before, you see. So, and then I realised I haven't done a video for a while. I did say I was going to do the engine swap on the other car, which I'm still planning on doing. But since this happened, I've only got the race car to drive. So I need to get this done. There's another screw. Oh, put that in back in. I've got this screwdriver slightly longer, gives me a bit more leverage. So hopefully that's all coming in. Let me readjust that. You've seen the screws coming out. That's the last of the screws there. And what I do then, you just take that regulator out. Now the bushes, pins, you can see there, that's them there. So, oh, sorry about that. I got all caught up then. The bushes are here. Two little copper bushes, exactly like a washing machine bushes, and on springs, as you can see. I push them in and comes out. So when you put it in, I'm going to show you here. There's the rotating shaft, just there. They make contact with these pins here. When you put them in, they'll be squashed like that. So they're always contacting the rotor that's going round, and as it wears, they come out like that. So let me get this right. There you go. You can see that. They're on springs, and as they're constantly, when you put them in, they're brand new. They're going like that. They're contacting the rotor, which would be like that, and that will spin. And as it wears, it pushes out. So eventually, it gets to the stage with the rotor like that. There's such a big gap. If I can get there, it'll be such a big gap like that. It's not contacted, so you don't get the charge of your battery. So that's it, and then you just buy the regulator and put the new one in. So we're going over to the new one now. If I could get this somewhere where we go over, and I could do the work on this. As you can see, freezing. So got to do 13 nuts. So I've done. It's good to have a deep socket if you got one. So sorry my hands are getting in the way, but as you can see, I'm only on doing 2 nuts. I'm hoping you can still see this in picture. Get that out. I'm going to put them over there because I had off the new one. And then there we go. I'll do it at that angle. Can you see that? Let me double check. Yep. I'll try and do it as quickly as possible if I can, guys. That's why I loosened everything off. Put that there. And here we go. There is the regulator. Same again. 3 Phillips screws. I'm going to undo those and take it off. Try not to damage anything. Try not to damage any connections. That's that one. Sorry I'm out of breath and sniffing all sorts of. It is cold. You'll be all right. But suffering with my asthma at the moment, with my chest. Cold. The cold does good and also bad. So all you asthma sufferers out there, I do feel for you. So there's that one. Undo this one. So I'm hoping, the reason I'm doing this, I'm hoping that any of you out there worried about the alternator and you're worried about the cost of it, yeah, this will give you the chance, try and save some money. Because all you've got to do then, if you're willing to try it, just change your regulator on your alternator, put it back on, fix it back on, and then you've saved yourself a lot of money. Now the regulator cost me, I think I may have mentioned it, cost me €60 because I had to get it straight from Germany. Nobody in the UK, not got any. So it costs about £50, £25 for the regulator and £25 for import and tax. So very expensive in that way, but saving a lot of money, so it's not expensive to me, really, in my eyes. So here we are, I'm taking the regulator out, and you'll see with the regulator the new bushes how long the pins are compared to the old one. See how worn they are? That's my neighbour going out. There's the old one and there's the new one. New pins. So that's the regulator. Take it out. Oh, let me turn you around. I want to see the back of that. I've got a nice little new tripod I'm trying out, my octopus tripod I've had. So that is my new one. Here's my replacement. I'll take the wrapping out, put the wrapping on that. I shall wrap all this back up. And what I will do is I'll take the serial code off that one. I'll advertise that on the internet and get some more money back. I won't get all of it back, but I'll get something back. So as you can see now, this will be going on, and there's the new row. There's the rotor, nice clean new row. This will be going in, and it will be squashing into there. So all we got to do is be careful to make sure when you put it on, it goes in under there like that. I can't quite see it. My big head's getting in the way, I do apologise folks. And then we start by, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I've got two pairs of gloves on, one with oil, because that's all oily. So take that pair off there. That's better, I can move my hands a bit there. So, let's see what we've got here. Push that in, get it connected. What I'm going to do, just get that one started, put that one in. And as you can see, it's quite a simple job. Anybody could do this. Anybody. Oh God, I can't quite see. What am I doing there? Oh, come on. It's always the way, isn't it? When you come to do it, you can push that in. Keep some pressure, because that's better. I have to put a bit more pressure on because the bushes are spring loaded. I'll try and do it that way now. Oh, that's a bit better. I'll change that to slightly smaller. Don't want to be stripping, that's better. Don't want to be stripping the heads off. And basically what it is, if I turn that around a bit, can you see that there? That's a bit better. I'll try and screw it. Is that better? Yeah, that's a bit better. There you go, pushing it right in. That one, and that one. Thing is, I am right-handed. Go back to my right hand. Get them ground up as far as I can. Put that little one in. Now all I can. Around that way a bit so you can see a bit better. Do this up. Give it a good turn. Nice and tight. Remember, don't overdo it because it's too part. Right, now I'm going to go up right now. Right. Now that's on. There's your regulator. That's where they go in, spring loaded. You see, you have to really give it a good push. And it was 1, 2, 3. and it's on. That's your regulator on. All I've got to do now is just put this top on, which is the protective cover. So that's what I'm going to do now. Put that top, that's the top I've just put on. I took off over the back, put it on. I'll try and do this one-handed. And just when I get to there, tighten, I'll have to tighten that up. Tighten that up. That's that. Oh, there we go, that's nice and tight. Now, I'm going to stick the two nuts back on. We've got this one here. Now this one here, sorry, there we go, there's me talking, you see. I'm putting these two. This one here, it's got the, that's the high voltage lead goes there, goes onto there. You put that on there, do it up, and obviously it's a round spade connector. You put it on, do the nut up. Well, what I'm going to do, but it sinks there. You can see the groove. What happens? You're kinking the wire and putting it down. So what I'm going to do is put that one on. Little there you go. Look, put that one on like that, and I'm going to do that up. We'll do that up nice and tight without stripping it, and I'm going to put the other 13mm nut on there. Some of them you probably have two leads, but this one, whichever lead goes on. Have a nice deep socket, put it on, get it started, wind the nut on, just tighten that back up. What my little top tip here now to save when you come to put your HT leads back on, you got an old one which came off there. You get that, you can clean the end up. I'll do it on some sandpaper, but it's nice and rough there, because that's the grip for the tyre. So it's nice and clean there. So you get a nice clean. So all I'll do is put the HT lead on there, and then I will screw that back down on there like that, and I will tighten that all the way up. So the lead, in the end, the lead is nice and flat. It's not kinked in underneath there. Because what happens, the engine moves, vibrates, eventually that lead will snap. And that's that done. That's that done, folks. So I hope that saves you some money. All you got to do, clean the old one up, clean the old regulator up. Here it is. Clean the old regulator up, get all the oil and dirt off it. There's our seal codes on there, and they're on the cover there as well. They've all got seal codes. The seal code on here is, the seal code on this one here is there. I had to put in, was it BR1 N1 OOM 145368. That was that one. That was the one, and that's what matches this one here. You can't see it now because it's underneath there. And that's basically 3 screws, 2 nuts, 1 screw off, 3 screws and out, new regulator in, 3 screws there. You can wash, clean it up, or what they normally do. This has been on, then I realised, oh, I'll take it off, strip it apart, change it back again and show you what I've done. Obviously, because just see. So I'm hoping when you do that, guys, all you got to do is change your regulator, and that's it. Refurbishing alternator. Just that's the 9 times out of 10. That's the bit they change. Obviously, when they refurbish them, they change all the bearings that's inside. There's a bearing in there and a bearing on the back where the rotor is. And they strip them apart, clean them. Probably have, sometimes they repair the wiring. If not, they take the motor out, put a new motor. So basically, I was too before buying a brand new auto. I know it's easy to buy and swap, just do the regulators. So there's my video. Hope that helps you guys. I hope somebody tries it out. Bye now. If you like the video, like, subscribe guys, share it. Thanks a lot. Take care now. I did this alternator on the breakdown truck, but all alternators on all cars are the same. And there's the Silver Beast, or as my cousins called it, the Silver Shadow out the film Turbo. You know, it's a Mazda 2 race car, 102 brake horsepower stack. It's a snack. She called it the Snail. So there it is, the Silver Shadow. Goodbye, folks. Take care now, and I'll see you soon.